Hello, my friends. Yeah, I didn't record anything for you for a while, but obviously didn't forget about you as well. I just had my birthday on Monday and I'm still celebrating it. Thanks to my friends and my family, so I have the chance to prolong this wonderful day. And yeah, that's the first birthday, the best birthday in my life. Seriously, it is like that. And also because for 2.5 years, to be honest, if you will ask me what kind of birthday did I have last year or the year before, I do not remember. I felt so bad that I think I was too zoned out to remember, and obviously I wasn't happy at all. And yeah, I don't remember how I celebrated it last year, no. So this year is completely different story. I'm happy, cheerful, and I feel wonderful and beautiful in so many ways. So yeah, that's just off topic. But yes, I want to answer some questions because I'm receiving emails from you, and seriously, it's one thing I want to say is if I'm not replying straight away, I'm thinking of you constantly, trust me. But because I'm having a family, I have a kid and I have my own responsibility, my own life, and I'm doing this voluntarily. So please wait a little bit. I will get back to you. I'm not trying to be, I don't know, nasty or anything. You definitely not offended me with anything. Yeah, just busy. But I will do my best. Will try my best to reply as soon as possible. So there is one person whose name is Felix, and I promised him to make a video for him to reply to some of his messages, and I can feel that he's in a really bad state. So hi, Felix. And yes, you have a list of questions, which is actually very good. So it's much more easier for me to give you some information which you need. So yeah, why the first question is why DP is permanent for some people and for some it's just like moments. Well, why are you asking me about that? Because if I'm recovered, it doesn't mean all my answers is supposed to be like scientifically proven. That's only my opinion. So can't like take it into consideration. So well, I'm saying what I'm thinking, but it's not. It might be not 100% the truth. So anyway, if you're interested in my opinion, I will obviously share it with you. So why DP is permanent for some people? I don't know. But I think that it depends on the trauma which you had or stress, how strong your stress was. And for example, I was on medication. So for some people, medication doesn't work because there is some kind of resistance with this illness. So if you some people take medication and it just doesn't influence them at all. So I think it obviously prolong anxiety and the whole condition because it just you're not getting any kind of relief and there is no chance for your nervous system to recover. But I don't know why it's happening because I'm not a doctor. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And also for some people it's there are so many reasons why. Like if you have proper support, like you have family, you're not living by yourself, and it's much more easier to get rid of anxiety than when you're just by yourself and constantly like upset, ruminating, and no chance to distract yourself, no one next to you to support you as well. Well, obviously it's very hard. So there are lots of reasons why, and it also depends on you whether you want to try something else or you're just going to constantly cry over it and think that it's gonna last forever. So there are many people like that, and they just enjoying texting to each other on a forum, which is absolutely normal. I was like that as well, but it's not gonna help. It seems like it gives you some kind of relief, but it doesn't in real life, because you just this is a merry-go-round and you're constantly running in circles, and you do not give yourself a chance to stop it. I mean, like, you can't stop thinking about this condition. I was thinking about it constantly, but do it in a different way. Like, watch some inspirational videos, read some inspirational books, which I did as well, and try to think about it, or read about it, or find any information, or watch any videos, but positive ones, not the bad ones, not the ones where people just complaining and, you know, saying how bad they feel and so on. You don't need that. You already know that people who are in this condition, they feel bad. It doesn't matter who feels worse or who has less symptoms. What's the point? As my friend who is an ex-sufferer, she said a very good thing to me, and actually I know her personally, like face to face, so she's not from a forum or anything. And she told me one thing which actually changed my life completely, like my attitude to the condition. She told me, when I was thinking, that's her words, right? So when I was thinking and was scared that some people have it for 30 years, some people have it for, like, I don't know, 11 years or more. Obviously, it makes you so scared. So when you start to think about it, then you get lost. You're just thinking, oh my God, no way, nothing going to happen. I'm not going to recover. That's it. That's the end of the world. I will be the one who is not going to recover, and so on. And after some time, when she was really, really tired of this, she said, I started to think, what is my story? Why am I trying to stick to the bunch of people who feels bad or good or whatever? But it must be my own story, so it must be different. Yeah, so when she told me about this idea, about this thought, that changed everything to me. And I thought, why am I trying to stick to her all the time, asking her questions constantly, every single thing, like, oh, I have this symptom or that symptom, did you have it as well? No point in doing that. No, it's also a symptom of your condition, asking all these questions. So think about your own story. Don't think about other people. They may have it for 20 years, they may have something different. Just leave it. Think about yourself. Think about how you're going to recover, what you can do. Make a plan and look forward to recovery in a very positive way. That's all you have to do. So, yeah, think about your own life, not about anyone's, not about my or anyone else's. Trust me, it helped me a lot. When I stopped texting her after that, stopped calling her. And the only thing I started to do, I made a plan. I went to the doctor to a different country, but I have to make a separate video about that as well, different one. So I found the doctor, I found the medication, I stayed there for a while, it did help me a little bit, came back to London where I live at the moment, and I started to take care of myself, not about what other people are doing, not about how they suffer, how they struggle, are they drinking, smoking, texting on forum, and so on. I didn't care about that. I stopped opening that DP forum as well. That was too depressive. Every time I was reading these stories, it was too depressive, and I thought I feel even worse than I felt in the morning when I woke up. So that's my advice. And real cause of DP. Well, as for me, this is just fear, anxiety, and obviously chemical imbalance. Well, fear and anxiety, that's oh my God, sorry, my English is so bad. That's just, let's say, the symptoms of chemical imbalance. And the chemical imbalance, I think it can be triggered by many other stuff, but usually it is obviously anxiety, and your nervous system is just ruined. It's too tired. Something was constantly on your nerves for a long time, and that's why you just got tired, mentally tired, and like your body became tired, and you just, some people are more fragile, and that's normal. Some people are stronger, and I think we all know that the smarter you are, probably the more sensitive you are, because you know much more about things, you feel them. And people who more rational, probably they are like mentally stronger because they not take everything so close. They they're not getting offended so fast, and yeah, that's how it is. So we're just more fragile, and that's what happened. Is it a schizophrenia? I think you've been watching many videos about that, and that's very easy as long as people not complaining about you. And no, obviously not. So it is a mental disease. When people saying it's not a mental disease, they just trying to cheer themselves up. If it's easier for you to think this way, you can think this way. But at the same time, how my doctor told me when I asked him the same question, he said, obviously it is mental disease. So what is actually not functioning? Is it your leg or your arm? That's your brain. So yeah, that's your brain, that's your nervous system. Because if we're talking about nervous system, it doesn't go separately from the brain, right? So yeah, that's a mental disease, mental illness, not disease, mental illness. But this is a special mental illness that is reversible. So, and I'm like confirmation that it is reversible. So yeah, it's just as he said, and actually supported me a lot with this phrase, like, this is just an anxiety, nothing else. So calm down. Calm down. It will take time, but you know, he was very funny. He said like, oh, come on, that's nothing. You're just scared of everything. You just have a nervous breakdown. So give yourself a chance to recover, and everything will get back to normal. I was like, when am I going to recover? Tomorrow, month? And you know, usually we want to recover straight away, like 1 week, 1 month. When someone is saying like, it will probably take a year, we are scared to death. No way, no, I'm not going. I was like that. I'm not going to wait. So, but that's funny. What does it mean I'm not going to wait? What should I do? Who is going to cure me? So, just accept it in a way like you have it, and you just have to live with it for a while. But just don't complain all the time. You will still feel miserable for a while, but that's just for a while. Okay, so no, it's not schizophrenia, because if you're not doing something crazy, and I think you obviously understand that you're not doing anything crazy, otherwise you would be in the hospital, or you know, people will start to notice it. So no, everything is fine with you. You still have a logical and rational thinking process. So I mean, it's a little bit irrational in a way, like you have double way of thinking. Some of, like, one part of you thinking real, you know, bullshit, let's say, and the other part of you is thinking in a proper, real way. So yeah, but that's just the wrong perception of life, like imbalance of perception. But that's fine. I mean, you're still analyzing thing in a proper way. So don't worry about schizophrenia. You're not schizophrenic at all. No. But there is DP, which has a connection with schizophrenia, which can be one of the symptoms of schizophrenia, but that's a different story. You know, if you would have it, you don't need to ask me then. You don't need to, because someone will tell you about that for sure. And probably, I think some people who has schizophrenia, they just do not understand that they have it. I mean, they do. Some of them do when there are moments of relief, when it's not like the wave of this madness, because some people have it in like moment of craziness, and then they get back to normal. Some people are constantly crazy. So, but yeah, you definitely, if you watch this video, you're absolutely fine. So just put this rubbish away from your head, and don't think about it. You don't need that. Yeah, my video is about to over, so I need to make another one. So wait for it.